Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Match video, and in today's match video, we're going to be doing my Kashtira versus a Spright deck, and damn, we won the dice roll, so we'll be going first most likely, and it's interesting to see that Spright are still going strong. I did say that they're probably one of the best decks going forward, and it is showing that it can still do a lot. So, going against Spright, and we are going first though, and we're excavating the top 5 with Pot of Prosperity, banishing 6, and, well, we can take 2 Lava Golem, or we could take whatever we took. I think that was a Kashtira Birth we chose to take, and we're going to go ahead and special summon a Unicorn. Unicorn's going to go ahead and search us a Theosis, and we're going to instantly use the Theosis targeting our Unicorn. So we do summon the Fenrir with that, and we go ahead and grab a Rise Heart with the Fenrir effect. So pretty much getting everything we could have gotten off the Pot of Prosperity at this point. We're going to go ahead and overlay into a Shangri-La, doing standard Kashtira plays, and we're going to go ahead and special summon out the Rise Heart, and use the Rise Heart's effect to go ahead and banish 1 Kashtira card from our deck, and also banish the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck face down. So we go ahead and banish the Big Bang, banishing the top 3 cards face down, and then we're most likely going to use the Big Bang effect to go ahead and summon either the Fenrir or the Unicorn, whichever we want under the Shangri-La, and we're going to go ahead and steal one of our opponent's zones. Now guys, I am using one-piece cards just to show, but do not do this at any big events because you can get in trouble. You can't put cards down to mark which zones you take with Shangri-La. But we do go ahead and summon the Fenrir with the Big Bang's effect, and we're just thinking where we want to go from here. So, yeah, we're just currently debating. We're going to go ahead and activate the Kashtira Field spell. This will allow us to search any Kashtira monster, probably one that we can special summon. We're going to go ahead and search the Telements Kashtira, which will allow us to banish 1 Kashtira card from our graveyard or hand. And where are we going to go from here? Like, we'll probably summon the Telements Kashtira, banishing the Theosis, right? No, we're going to go into a Rise Heart now. Okay. And that will allow us to go ahead and put materials under when we banish cards. So we go ahead and use the Telements, banish the Theosis, special summon the Telements Kashtira, and we go chaining 1, a Rise Heart because it's mandatory, we go chaining 2 Theosis, and chaining 3, we go Telements, banishing the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck. We go ahead and add the Big Bang back thanks to Theosis, and we put an Infinitrack Goliath under the Rise Heart, meaning it's undestroyable by effects now. And we're going to go ahead and overlay the Fenrir and the Telements, going ahead and make the Mind Hacker, which will allow us to go ahead and banish 1 card from our opponent's extra deck face down. So we just get to go ahead and take a peek at their extra deck, which is really, really strong. And we'll also get to banish a lot of cards from our opponent's deck as well, while also taking 2 zones because of the Shangri-La. Like, who said Kashtira wasn't broken? Definitely not me. I think it's definitely in the top 3 best decks of the format. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to take here. We do get a little peek of what we're seeing here. It looks like he plays the Gigantic Sprites, 2 Sprint, Access Code Talker, and we choose to take the IP from the looks of it. So we're going to use the Rise Heart, the Mind Hacker, and the Shangri-La, stealing that zone. And we're going to go ahead and banish 4 cards from the top of our opponent's deck, face down. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and attach a material onto the Rise Heart, face down. We go ahead and attach the Theosis onto the Rise Heart. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and steal that zone, and then a Rise Heart will trigger again, putting a... We're going to put on it. We're going to put a Garura on it now. Okay, that's good. So we've got a Garura under it, so if he does have a Nibiru for the end of the combo, we do get a free draw as well. We go ahead and use Kashtira Birth to summon Fenrir, set 2, and then we pass turn. So what's he going to do? He drops a Nibiru on my board. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and get rid of everything, making a really, really big token. Oh god, that is deadly. So we go ahead and trigger the Garura. We're gonna draw 1, and we're gonna get that fat token. Jesus, that thing is like over 9k with over 12k defense, and we drew 1 for the Garura effect. So we're just seeing how much it is. It's so big. It's so huge, guys. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. So yeah, we go ahead and use Faithful Adventure. So that's actually interesting because it means that we drew that off the Garura. So this allows us to get an Omni Negate. So we go ahead and put the Fateful Adventure on the board with Right of Error Messiah, and we go ahead and summon the Adventure token. And it looks like we're just debating what we want to do now. Do we want to use the Faithful Adventure, discard our card in hand? Do we want to continue from here? He's going to go ahead and Ash the Fateful Adventure. Okay, so he had all of this gas and he chose to use it at the end? I mean, having Nibiru against this deck is already really strong, so I guess that does make a lot of sense. But it looks like we just passed for turn. He goes ahead and normal summons Ibli. That is really, really strong. Just, damn. Ibli is just a really powerful card this format, but we do go ahead and use the Faithful Adventure effect to go ahead and add the Draco back. Okay. But we've still got 2 set cards. One of them is probably the Big Bang, but he's going to go ahead and Link Summon into his Sprint. And he's going to go Ibli effect. Okay. And we go ahead and imperm the Sprint, so hopefully that will stop him. But he sets 2 after that and passes, so it seems they had a lot of ways to negate things, but the Sprint was the main thing he needed to resolve. So we're just going ahead and looking at our graveyard now, probably counting the token's exact attack points, because we have a lot of damage on the board, at least over 10k here. So what is the play? So we just go ahead and switch the tokens to attack, we go ahead and switch the Ibli to attack. What are we gonna do? So we just go straight battle phase and attack for game. So that was game 1, guys. Let's go on to game 2 now, because we just attacked with just tokens for game. Okay, so going into game 2, let's see how this game goes, because obviously we did win game 1, so we are going second, so it'll be interesting to see how we can break the new Sprite's end board. So he goes ahead and starts off by normal summoning a Nimble Angler and special summons a Spright Jet. Jet's probably going to go ahead and get a starter. No, he gets a double cross. Okay, so he might have already a starter in hand, so he doesn't really need to get that card. So he does go ahead and use the starter as I theorized. He goes ahead and utilizes it, goes ahead and special summons a Spright Blue, I would assume. Yep, he summons Blue, and Blue should get him, yeah, a red. Okay, so he has the red to hand, he's got the blue, special summons the Spright Red to go ahead and have that monster negate, preventing him from getting Ash Blossomed and anything along those lines. Or even Nibiru. And he goes ahead and summons Sprin. Sprin's going to go ahead and send an Angler to the graveyard. He's just going to go ahead and do the normal Spright combo where he goes ahead and summons 2 Beavers. But I don't know where the deck really goes from here right now. I did do a bit of testing, but not a massive amount. So he's going to overlay the 2 Beavers. And he's going to summon a Gigantic Spright. Gigantic Spright is going to trigger, special summoning any level 2 from the deck. And he's going to special summon... What's he going to summon? He special summons an Ipari, so he wants to go ahead and draw 1 card. Interesting that he's playing Ipari outside of the Runic deck. Like, normally Ipari is played with Spright. Runic, not just pure Spright, but interesting choice. So he's going to go ahead and Link Summon with this, summoning IP Masquerena. And then he sets 2, and he passes turn. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we do from here then. So he's going to head... Well, we just dropped the Evenly Match. Well, that is very unfortunate. Like, if he had Spright Carrot, he would be able to play around that, but he has the red, unfortunately. So we evenly match here. And what's he going to keep? So he banishes everything but the Gigantic Spright. Interesting that he didn't want to keep any back row. And we're going to go ahead and use Pot Prosperity now, banishing the top 6 to go ahead and look at the top 6 of our deck. So we've got access into all the Kashtira combo, the Adventure Package, Lava Golem, a Lightning Storm if we want it. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and take the Adventure Package. So we take the Water Enchantress, most likely just going to straight banish the Water Enchantress. No, we're going to activate Faithful Adventure, which will allow us to add any adventure monster from our deck. We add a Legal Knight. And then we're probably going to banish the Water Enchantress, or discard the Water Enchantress, and then use this effect in graveyard to banish it, to go ahead and add Rite of Aramasir. Okay, so we have the Rite of Aramasir here. We go ahead and special summon Fenrir, and we use Faithful Adventure to go ahead and search the equip spell. Okay, so after this we'll probably go ahead and use the Adventure, well, Rite of Aramasir. So we go ahead and use Fenrir instead. We're just not caring about what our opponent can potentially have at this point. But what do we add? What do we add? Okay, we add Rise Heart to our hand, probably just so we can go ahead and get the free summon, make it a level 7, all of that good stuff. So we go ahead and special summon it, and then we're going to banish a Kashtira card from our deck, most likely to banish the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck. But what do we banish here? We banish a Unicorn. Okay, interesting choice. Like, I wouldn't have expected that. So we banish the Unicorn. Now that makes a lot more sense now. We have Kashtira Birth. So we go ahead and use Unicorn to go ahead and search us a Theosis. So we use Birth to revive Unicorn and Unicorn to get Theosis. Really, really strong. And we use Theosis, which is going to summon any Kashtira monster from the deck. Now, will it be a Telements or will it be a Scareclaw? It'll be a Fenrir, okay. Interesting choice to summon the Fenrir, seeing as we already have one. But I guess we could just be using it as Xyz material, so we'll see what we do from here. And we are just counting how many cards our opponent has banished. And he's counting how many cards are in deck, just making sure if we can actually banish his entire deck or not. So let's see how this is going to go. So we overlay those two, make a Shangri-La. Then we overlay these two, make a Mind Hacker. We go ahead and use the Mind Hacker, taking a card out of our opponent's deck, or extra deck, and then we're going to banish however many from the opponent's top deck, and then we're going to go ahead and steal some zones as well. So he's going to lose a lot of cards there. Big chunk, almost as much as Pot of Desires. And we'll steal a second zone with Shangri-La? Why aren't we stealing the second zone with Shangri-La? Oh, it looks like we forgot to use Shangri-La's effect, which is actually unfortunate. So he does only lose one zone there. But we go ahead and put the adventure token on the board at this point. And we go ahead and equip it to go ahead and get rid of the gigantic Spright on his board. And we pass. And then we use Shangri-La's effect to go ahead and special summon Kashtira from the deck. Probably a Fenrir. We special summon the Fenrir just as I thought. And what does he do? Does he... Like, he's got 3 cards in hand. He goes ahead and uses Thrust. That is very strong. Adds Tactical Talents. Oof. That is, that can steal our cards. Okay. But what's he going to use with the Talents? So what effect is he going to use? So he's going to special summon Jet. And then he's going to... I think he just attacked and he scoops. So, yeah, that was the game, guys. Honestly, kind of cool to see what Spright has. It is unfortunate that the Spright player obviously did draw, well, get even lead, so he didn't really have any follow-up and didn't have a way to summon the carrot. But nonetheless, it was a good game. I hope you did enjoy it, guys. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Duelist, signing out. Later all.